Hello, and welcome back to another Mongol Stardive video. Today we'll be taking a gander at the newest 5-star characters running simultaneously, and that is Francis and Verna. With that said, let's get started. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about Francis. So Francis, the thing about her dupes is you can technically stop at 2, because 2 will give you pretty much the most benefits because of the first one and the second one. However, if you decide to go all the way to 4, which is what I would mostly recommend, you also gain an additional bonus, which actually helps with her rotation a bit more. And it makes it so that Francis can get her ultimate gauge by 100% when a burst is triggered. So it is actually really good. Really good. This unit is really good for melee types. Melee types and increasing your attack and movement speed, which is actually really cool. I like that we're getting more movement speed stuff, so the combat looks even faster and crazier. This is really good. This is really good. She seems to be like a really cool unit. Now, as far as Francis's weapons go, or her weapon here, I'm actually not sure. I don't think I honestly recommend it. This is more so kind of contradicts a little bit of what she does in general with how her summer outfit works. And it basically, this is better if you have a team of Earth. If you don't have an Earth team, then sure, you know, this is not gonna work. But if you do, then yes, this is going to work. Like Gavi, for example. Gavi should be melee from what I remember, and Earth. So this should definitely help Gavi a lot in terms of you don't need to give it to Gavi. You can have Gavi and Francis being on your same team to support Gavi, right? And that should help her movement speed and everything that she does go way faster, and you know, just things flow better for Gavi specifically, even though this is a Francis weapon and it will be equipped on Francis, not Gavi, but this will benefit Gavi more than I think I'm even realizing right now. Okay, up next, it's Verna. Dude, she looks so good. I won't even lie. She looks really good. I actually really like the way she looks here. But anyways, this is a guide. This is not me talking about the overall, you know, update. That's gonna be on a later video. So Verna, I actually recommend just the first 2. Nothing more. You can go to 4 if you wish, but you know, unlike Francis, actually her other ones don't really seem to be that big besides just damage stuff. So the first 2 will definitely suffice for Verna, because this will grant her to even, you know, come out and do other things when she's not even supposed to. Like, all her stuff is just gonna trigger way better. So a strong recommendation will be definitely her second awakening. Unlike Francis, where it was all the way to 4, where I strongly recommend where your stop should be. Anything else is completely optional, if you can afford it, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Verna. Verna, well, I'll show you guys what she does later. She seems really cool. In terms of Verna's weapon, this one's sitting right in the middle between being good but not entirely recommended. The reason why, it's because it's not really doing many things that are special that could help out with her rotation, as much as this is only doing power. This is only increasing attack and just damage in general for Verna. That's why this one's gonna sit right in the middle between, you know, what I already just said, where it's like, yeah, it's good because it's not only providing fire and attack, but it's also providing basic attack and special skill damage. So it is providing a little bit more. So this is definitely right in the middle. So if I had to give you guys a guide for what I recommend and what is first priority, Francis and Verna come first. Then from there, you can check whether you want to get Francis's all the way to 4 or Verna or two dupes. Then you can start considering the weapon. And as far as the weapon, I will for sure say it will be Verna first, Francis last, as that is not providing a lot for, Francis. And that's pretty much the order for what I would recommend you getting. To play Francis is actually rather easy. So the only thing that you need to know is because of having no meters for her, just press, your skill, switch character, and while you're within the other character, when you come back to Francis, that's the part you need to keep in mind. There's going to be a little bit of like a camera thing going on. Whenever that happens, you're supposed to press switch skill while you're looking at Francis with the camera to take a photo of Francis, like so. Bam, press the switch skill. Yeah, there you go. See, or not the switch skill, but just the skill in general, and it will do that for her. And that's pretty much how you play Francis. There's not a lot here. Bam! And then press skill right there. Yeah, it's pretty easy to play Francis, honestly. There's no bars to fill like Nagi or, Gabi as well, Mina. Since there's none of that, we don't need to worry ever about any of this. So we'll be fine. You guys should be fine with that, right? Now let's show off her ultimate, shall we? Let's do that. Then let's do that. Ah, yeah. And boom! It is over. It is that easy to play Francis. I'd say I rather like the way that Mongil Stardive is handling their characters. They seem to be slowly improving them and getting them better. And I'd say as well that Verna might be one of my favorite characters in this game now. In terms of playstyle, she's definitely my type of playstyle. And luckily for you, she is pretty easy. So to start things off with, she doesn't have any meters, so there's no meter to worry about. Basic attack only does, basic attacks, and it provides no other benefits, just basic damage. No fire damage until you activate her skill. Once her skill is active, she will do all this stuff, release all those swords. When you see all those swords, it is time for you to press skill again. Watch. If the game lets me, of course. Let's just switch for now. You see that? And then press skill again, and she will do that. You can switch to Cloud right after that. And yes, we're gonna talk about that too. That part of her is super cool. So the thing is, just like Francis, Verna also has a timing skill during her switch skill. And I rather like those gimmicks a lot because I thought that they were a cutscene when I first tried it out. But no, it is actually something you will be doing. So for example, we do that, right? We do that, and then we do that, then we switch. Once we done that, we switch back, press the skill button right there to fully unleash the stuff. Yeah. Or you can just let it be if you want. Just let it be, and she will do it right there, which also looks really cool. But I rather like the fast-paced version of it where you are actually the one that's doing it. Yeah, like that. It is super satisfying. She's super cool. And now it's time to check her ultimate, right? Can't end it without an ult. Let's go. And that's how you play Verna. Honestly, one of my favorite characters in this game, I gotta say. She's super fun to play. Alright, so in terms of teams and monsterlings, for Verna, she's super flexible, so she can honestly be on any team because she converts all damage into fire anyways. So what you want to focus with Verna is support units that can obviously enhance any of her abilities. And one of them comes to mind. I know G1 is a pretty good supporter and Nagi are really good supporters. Obviously, I think Mina will also be great to pair up with Verna, because Verna, as much as she is a damage dealer, even though that's not really what her class is, well, sorta, she will actually help Mina a lot. I'm sorry, Flare, but I think Flare is actually getting a little bit replaced here by Verna. Verna is just going to be far more superior in terms of supporting even Mina. So it's going to make Mina and Verna a team of absolute destruction. And if you pair up, because of course, you know, Francis and Verna are together, they work together as well. As long as the enemies are melee, Francis will be there. So Verna, Francis, and Mina will be an excellent pair together. In terms of her monsterlings, anything that can increase her fire, really, whether it's just straight up more fire attack, more crit damage, crit rate, and all of those, you know, juicy nice things, which by the way, they already changed some of these systems, so it should be a lot easier for you guys to, you know, make the monsterlings or the builds that you want, the specific builds that you want for specific characters. So that's always a welcoming thing. That's awesome. I'm glad they did that. And now for Francis, as I said before with Verna, these two are together. You do not separate them. You want Francis and Verna. However, Verna is probably going to be a little more flexible in terms of if you need like an attacking support kind of thing to like keep the flow up. In terms of Francis, well, Francis is going to be your supporter, and boy, if you get her, like I mentioned before, to do 4, she's going to be supporting the hell out of you. She will definitely be great for a support on any team that has a melee team. Doesn't matter if it's Earth. If you get her weapon, it matters a little bit more. But well, it will definitely benefit Earth more, but no, even without her artifact, Francis is still a really good, you know, character to just have for supporting characters. Friendly tip, if you are thinking of getting either or both Verna and Francis, I actually recommend that you maybe wait it out a little bit. Unless you just want to spend, then go ahead. But the only reason why, it's because this specific event right here will grant you 50 for weapon and 50 character pools as well. So that is actually fantastic considering the game goes to 90. And it can be even earlier depending if you hit, you know, the 70 mark and you got it correctly at 70. If not, you may have to go to 90, but considering it is 100%, it should be a little easier on you guys, right? So yeah, just a friendly tip for you guys. And that's it. Though I do have an announcement. If by chance you are curious, I will be streaming the story of this summer event. Not the event itself story, but you know, the main story of this portion of the game. I will be streaming that live today, depending if I get this on time, but today, later at night, I will schedule a stream and have it ready so you guys know when I'll be streaming. If you guys want to tune in, you guys are more than welcome. That is it for me for today. I have recently made a Patreon, so if you would like to support me and my channel, the best way to do so would be to go through my Patreon. With that said, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.